We are in Florida at a resort right now, and this is actually our eighth Florida resort. So at this point, I feel like I'm an expert. If you are going to be traveling to a resort, especially a warm weather Florida resort with little kids, this video is for you. I have learned over the years what is a waste of space and not worth bringing, and what you absolutely have to pack when traveling with little kids. It's going to make your life so much easier. So we're going to talk through like all of the frequently asked questions that I get over and over again, and I've learned through trial and error and personal experience. If you're new here, hey, I'm Jess. I'm a mom of two. I have a 4.5-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son, and I'm sharing all things motherhood, everything that I learn along the way. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments something you want me to touch base on. But yeah, we're going to talk about traveling to Florida resorts, what to pack. So starting with packing, one of the most frequently asked questions and lessons that I have learned is what to pack, how many swimsuits, how many outfits, what are they gonna wear while they're there? And this one is like kind of shocking because it feels weird to only pack a few outfits, but truthfully, that's all they need, especially if your resort has a washer and dryer available. You don't need more than a few outfits for a baby, for a toddler, for a kid. My kids live in their swimsuits. So we always prioritize packing multiple swimsuits because when they're living in them, they're constantly wet. We'll stop and take a break for lunch and like switch swimsuits into something dry. So we bring 2 swimsuits for my son and 3 or maybe even 4 swimsuits for my daughter. But when it comes to clothes, I only brought 3 dresses for my daughter and then 1 warm weather. So one that's like a sweatshirt and a pair of pants, and that's it. Then she had what she also wore on the airplane and will probably travel home with too because it's colder in Chicago. So that's all I packed for her. And my son, I was laughing because I packed so minimally for him and I still didn't touch half of the clothes that we brought. Like he has worn probably like 3 outfits. We've been here for a week. And I'm just like, well, he just wore this, like it's just got washed. I might as well put it right back on him. We barely even touched the outfits he brought. So again, like you really don't need a lot of outfits. They're gonna be living in their swimsuits at a resort. Now, that being said, if you plan on like going out, you're going to like the parks, the Disney World, all of that stuff, obviously your packing is going to alter. But if you're primarily gonna be at a resort, staying in the pool, staying in the beach area, don't feel like you need a bajillion outfits because they're not going to wear them. That also goes for pajamas. We brought 1 set of pajamas for each child, and that is all they wore. We washed them once in the middle of the week, and that's all we needed. When it comes to shoes, you do want a couple of options. Again, we had them wear their like tennis shoes in the airport so that we didn't really pack those. We wore our tennis shoes, same with mom and dad. And then we packed a water shoe sandal. For my son, we have the 10 little splash sandals. They're completely waterproof. And my daughter, we have the 10 little everyday sandals that are water resistant, but they're really quick dry and they're super, super comfortable. She likes them. But when you are planning for a trip, make sure you buy the shoes way ahead of time and let them wear them. Make sure, like, even if the shoe works for one child, it might not work for the other. And you don't want them to have blisters in their sandals. Like, I think that's happened a couple of times where we like bought a brand new pair of shoes, brand new pair of sandals, worked for her last year. We just bought the bigger size or something like that. And she ends up getting blisters and it's horrible. You don't want that for your kids. But a lot of people ask me, how many pairs of shoes do you need? Honestly, 2, like a good walking shoe and a good water shoe is it. We don't wear shoes most of the time we're here. Like I'm okay with my kids running down to the pool without shoes on. So we don't even put them on to like go in the elevator, go down, go to the pool. We're barely ever wearing shoes. Sleeping arrangements. Okay. We have tried so many different situations over the years. So like obviously when my daughter was younger, we have tried using the like crib that the hotel provides, which I caution you on that only because it's like the old school ones that have like the bar right across. They're not super comfortable. And I felt like my daughter did not sleep in that crib. But when we did use that crib, we also brought our own sheet and like our own laundry detergent to make sure that she was sleeping on like an organic cotton sheet. And then we've also brought our own travel crib, and that worked really well with my daughter. But like I didn't really do that with my son because we just co-slept instead. And then when it comes to co-sleeping, we have like traveled with like the bedside bumpers. We've traveled with like an inflatable travel toddler bed. And all in all, now that my kids are comfortable co-sleeping with us, I just felt like this time we didn't need any of it. Obviously, if you're like your kid is used to sleeping in a crib, I would definitely opt for like the hotel bassinet or bringing yours. When it comes to a bed, like even a toddler bed, they have like a pull-out couch. This turns into an entire bed. So like you really don't need to bring an inflatable bed if you have like the option of a cot or a pull-out couch or a bed available. And I feel like that's one of those things where you're really gonna need all of this stuff. But like at the end of the day, after spending the whole day in the beach, your kid would probably sleep on the balcony. They'll sleep anywhere and they'll sleep really well. That's been our experience at least. Okay, do you bring a stroller or a wagon or nothing? A stroller or wagon is obviously personal preference. We have always brought something though, and I highly recommend bringing something because sometimes you don't realize how much of a distance it is from your hotel room to the pool even. Also, bringing your pool bag, usually bringing snacks down, all of the waters, tubes, everything that like accumulates. Sometimes we have the stroller completely filled and our kids aren't even in it. Like we just bring the stroller down. So we've always used the stroller. We use the Zoe Twin, which is the double stroller. And in the past we used the Zoe Tour, which was the single stroller. It's a travel stroller, super convenient. We use it in the airport. We love it. It's free to bring. Like you can gate check your stroller for free. So you might as well. It's just like another thing that's really convenient. That being said, you have to make sure you're renting a car, getting a large enough taxi, large enough Uber to be able to put all of your luggage, your car seats, your stroller in. Like we always have to opt for the biggest size because even just our like one piece of luggage and the stroller is big and takes up a lot of trunk space. But if you're a wagon family, definitely like a wagon is a great option too. Wagons are really good if you're going to be on the beach a lot. But I don't know, I personally have always brought it and it has always come in handy. So if you're on the fence about like, should we bring something, should we not? I do recommend bringing something. Okay, another question I always get is, do you opt for the bigger room with a kitchenette or just like handle meals out? And honestly, it is so expensive at resorts and like nearby. Like even just eating out for 3 meals a day is so expensive, and resorts bump those prices up even more. Like you're gonna be spending a ton of money eating out, which is convenient for sure, but like your kids might not feel as well. You're eating more processed foods, like more seed oils, all of that stuff when you're eating out. It's kind of harder to eat a good, clean meal. So we opt for the kitchenette because we can be making meals. You can meal prep ahead of time. You can order groceries to be delivered to the hotel. Super, super convenient. We always like will order aluminum foil and extra tin pans and plant-based Ziploc bags, things like that, just so we have places to store it. And then whenever we're hungry, we can eat. If my kids are hungry, they can eat. I can eat later. It has always worked for us to cook. It saves us so much money and it's really not that big of a hassle. Some of the meals that we love to cook while we're on vacation are tacos. So easy, ground beef tacos. We like to grill chicken, grill burgers. Most of the hotels and resorts have grills available, so that's always super easy. Rice bowls, like with ground Italian sausage. We'll just eat those 3 meals and then eat them again later that week. Like it's just the easiest meals that are minimal effort and don't require like a ton of extra seasoning. You can get a taco packet. You don't have to buy a huge thing of taco seasoning. So those are like our go-to recipes. And then we always do like an egg bake or make a big batch of eggs and just reheat them so that we're not spending a lot of time in the morning making breakfast either. What do we bring along to keep the kids occupied in the hotel room? Very little, very little, very little. Like we spend such a little amount of time in the hotel room. I don't even worry about it. Usually whatever we bring on the airplane, they'll play with in the hotel room too. Sometimes we'll bring like a balloon to blow up in the hotel room because that's like so much fun. But we don't bring like a lot of extra, okay, this is what you're going to be playing with in the hotel room because we don't spend a lot of time in here. And when we do, we're kind of just eating or chilling. Like they're not getting a ton of toys in here. And they also will play with like water toys in here. Like kids do not need a lot. So we do not bring a lot of entertainment for them. I've got like a list of necessities that I've also like learned that we absolutely need when traveling. One of them is a tub filter and chlorine cleanse. So when you are at a resort, not only are you getting like all of the chlorine from the pools, all of the chemicals from the hot tub, all of the chemicals in the water that they're taking showers and baths in. So we like to bring the filter the water, and then also the chlorine cleanse to neutralize any chlorine that they're getting on their skin. I just feel like between the sun and all of the water in just that, their skin is taking such a big hit, and the chlorine just adds this whole other layer. So to just completely neutralize the chlorine and be able to like save their skin is so helpful. So we always bring a tub filter, we always bring chlorine cleanse, and then we always obviously bring some type of lotion. We love either like castor oil or the Earthly Wellness Soothing Skin Balm, and just like lather them up every day, give their body the hydration, because you will notice they're going to be totally dry, not only from that, but also from being in like a hotel and a resort. The air is so dry, which leads me to my next point. Being in a hotel or a resort like this, even an Airbnb, if that's where you're staying, it is so dry in here. The air is like so heavily filtered, which just causes a lot of dryness, but it's also so dirty in here. Like, no, as much as they clean, like it is really dirty. And usually you take an airplane to get here, you're being exposed to so many germs. Bring the medicine. That's my point. Bring a little bit of everything. Anything you could go wrong, especially if you're like a crunchy mom like me, where you've got a lot of homeopathics, a lot of natural remedies, bring them with. Like, you will be so happy when your kids get sick inevitably and you have everything you need to support them. Bring their supplements, their nutrients, their everything that you use daily, any type of immune support, because their bodies desperately need that immune support when they're in this place. We have had both times, the only times my kids have ever gotten really sick were at a hotel, which is horrible. My daughter, when she was about 2 years old, vomited everywhere. It was horrible. It was the first time she ever had like a high fever, and I was so happy I brought everything with me. My son also, same exact hotel actually, but like obviously years later, he got sick and was throwing up everywhere. So I was so glad that I had all of my natural remedies, all of the things to support him through the sickness, and also bringing like my Force of Nature sanitizer to be able to spray and clean up the mess and handle all of that. Oh my gosh, I was so thankful. That's something that I never ever regret bringing, is all of like the immune support and medicine. And last but not least is some type of non-toxic sunscreen, and bring a lot of it. Especially non-toxic sunscreens, they're usually like the kids ones are so much thicker. We love the brand Badger, and it comes out really, really thick. It is such good coverage. It's totally safe for your kids, which I love, but you can go through it really fast. So bringing a lot of it, or being prepared to like order it on Amazon, is really helpful. Speaking of Amazon, another hack when you are traveling is to order like disposable things, like all of their diapers, and having those delivered to the hotel or delivered through Instacart is a game changer. That's it, guys. Okay, I like basically covered like all of our frequently asked questions, but truthfully, like what I want you to take away from this is, besides medicine, like pack it all, overpack it, but everything else, it is so minimal. You barely need anything. You're gonna have a great time. Your kids are gonna be so happy, but truthfully, they just do not need a lot of stuff to have fun here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments something that you always pack every time you go anywhere. I love to hear like the must-haves when it comes to packing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.